Okay, hey, we're back. And I'm actually very excited about this variation. So, strap your seats in. Let's get excited for this, okay? Really quickly though, before we start talking about Love Island, if you are not already, make sure you're subscribed. I'm back on TikTok. That'll be in the description now. So if you're interested in that, that's down there. The article for this is down there too. Okay, first things first, I addressed this there. But you have to understand that I'm an OG Love Island UK watcher, okay? I was there when the ancient texts were written. Not quite season 1 because I think I was too young. Will say Love Island USA has something that I don't think reality TV has had in quite some time. I was alluding to this in the article, but I really feel like Love Island this season has become truly a social experiment. It is not a dating show anymore. We are so long past that. Love Island right now is giving me like if Big Brother and Love is Blind had a baby. It is just, it's incredibly unhinged and wild. There's not even that much going on, which is the crazy part. Because relative to what's happening in Love Island UK right now, we have done nothing. We've had, what, 4 bombshells at, like, maybe. We've had how many challenges? How many, like, and none of them make any sense. 24 hours a day, down each other's throats. And there's nothing else for them to do because the producers this season, there's less challenges, there's less bombshells, there's, like, literally less stimulation. So all that's left for them to do is create drama with what's there and just act insane amongst each other. Truthfully, like the last few seasons of Love Island have been wildly unhinged. But I feel like we've reached new heights with the villains we've been getting in the villa as of late, okay? Sincere, I've forgiven Casey. I don't know about you guys. He was a supervillain at one point. Don't get it twisted, okay? He probably still has some supervillain like qualities, but he at least owned up to his shit. Sincere, babe, you have so much therapy waiting for you on the outside. Melanie, you too. And I mean that with love and kindness because the same way Parmita had to tell you, somebody needs to tell you, I can't wait till you get your phone back, girl, because I promise you're not crazy. The fact that those girls in the villa, guys, if you don't have any context for this, I need you to understand Melanie has been lied to, dogged out, betrayed, played to the point where she is like, we're literally watching the light leave her eyes as the weeks go on. And I'm not even being dramatic, okay? And we finally have footage of Sincere doing all the things that everybody was saying Melanie was crazy for. Because Melanie was reacting in a way that didn't make sense because Sincere was lying to everybody. So when we finally get this footage that vindicates Melanie, even one of the girls saying to Melanie, at least you know you're not crazy now. We get the footage. Literally the next episode, everyone in that house is talking about some Team Sincere, Team Sincere, Team Sincere. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What? And then Melanie is begging. She is begging y'all. She is begging any one of y'all to just nudge her in the right direction. She's not even asking for too much. She is saying, tell me that it's okay if I'm not with him. And everyone's saying it's not okay. You guys, Melanie is in prison. We need to get her out. Free Melanie. Because what the fuck? It's so interesting too, because I've been watching Love Island from also a production standpoint now because it is so remarkably different than it ever was. Since the last time I watched Love Island, I did not watch the last 2 seasons in full, right? So I saw snippets of it. So I was still watching it pre-blow up. I was still watching it when like shit was pretty normal. So when I came into the season and immediately the first thing I saw were them big ass doors and Ariana Madix coming, I was like, what's going on? What the fuck is going on in, like, since when do we have such a massive budget? I was even blown away by the fact that everybody's, like, everything was staying crisp for the most part, like, you know, the nails, but like for the most part they have so much more maintenance than the other seasons did. They had the girls in there looking twisted. We have come so far to like also fall so far, you know what I mean? Because now that we have the budget, we are really putting these people through a psychological experiment. So in a way, I have been watching Love Island through like a design lens, because there's so many designers that go into a show like that, and I have just been kind of like so blown away by the lengths that they're going through. Like, I have not seen a reality TV show. I know that there are other reality TV shows that top this by far. Are You the One? Definitely like peak reality TV for sure. There's shows out there. We're talking like early reality TV. Yes, 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 yes. This is peaked. This has truly peaked. I referenced it in the article, but the only other show that tops this is Temptation Island, and they're not even that messy. I will say, production on Love Island are some of the messiest bitches that you have probably ever seen in one room. Love Island UK, they're definitely more spiteful, definitely way more petty. The producers over there don't give a singular fuck, okay? In a different kind of way. Because they're not doing like true psychological damage. They're not cracking somebody's psyche over there. They're like putting them through some stress. In the US, of course, leave it to us to like maximize this and make this the Truman Show, truthfully. Because Melanie is yo, guys, Melanie is living in the Truman Show. It's not funny. It's not funny because I'm actually so serious. That girl, everyone around her, because everyone around her is telling her the exact opposite of what her brain and her gut and her heart and every part of her nervous system is telling her to do. And there's nobody to tell her otherwise. There's literally nowhere for her to turn. There's nowhere for her to even hide. I want us to understand that, okay? And she has to sleep next to that man. So what else do you think psychologically is going to happen? She's going to convince herself, yeah, everybody else is right. Somebody's casting spells. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm going to leave it on Love Island right now, I think. Honestly, I have been so floored by this season. I'm so excited to see more of this season. I'm not going to lie to you. We know who's winning, but I can't wait until these people come out of the villa. I need to know what's going on. Reference this in the article as well. Pharrell Williams for Louis Vuitton, spring 2027. I have like actually been thinking about this show since I saw the photos of it. And truthfully, really, I couldn't pinpoint why I felt the way I did about it initially. Because my initial reaction was like, wow, that's great. Like, I like that. But I didn't, there was something about it that was like a bit off. And then, like, thinking about it further and whatever, I came to the conclusion and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it is about it I don't like. And when we're making things without any actual context, okay, when it comes to like design and art and all the things that like we talk about and I do, it's so blatantly obvious when someone is like pretending to be an artist, if that makes sense, or someone's pretending to have a creative impulse and they're doing what they think a creative impulse would be, and it ultimately like doesn't have any meaning and it's not situated in anything. Like, art has context. It is like a product of its time. Quite literally, that is what it is. And art for us modernly has now evolved to become like the things we post on social media and like reels and TikToks that go viral. Like, that's our modern day art. And so because modernly like art is like an extension of the digital experience, it's really weird to me when people create things and actualize things that are so disconnected from the digital space that we're all sharing, or like the world that we're all sharing even. I think it is so incredibly like, it's at minimum a missed opportunity, at most just like pure ignorance and just like tactlessness, you know, to put on a show, an ode to surfing, and like with empty platitudes and have it be so shallow. No shade, because you there was such an opportunity to like actually do something. And again, this is not shade, because like there's so many artists I admire that I despise, and Pharrell Williams is one of those people, because he has chronically been somebody who has like pile drive through doors that people have not, and then shut them tight behind him and said, you can't get in here, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's doing a disservice to people who kind of like don't have that formal training. He's doing a disservice to the memory of people like Virgil Abloh, and I know that that's a stretch, it is a stretch, but I'm saying it to the effect of like, those are two black men who like got to dominate like large houses, and Virgil Abloh's work had context. Like, it felt like a body of work. Pharrell Williams has an opportunity to do that. He has always had an opportunity to do that. And at every turn, he refuses to do so because of his ego. Because he can't, it seems, be a team player when it comes to like design, and this new title that he holds. It's frustrating because of the talent. You know what I mean? When somebody's so talented, I think it's how people feel about Kanye. Like I have a lot of Kanyes in my world of like influence. You know what I mean? Um, because at the same time, like I'm a Tyler the Creator defender, down bad. So like it's frustrating to see people that you like and know have talent get into seats of power, make history to a lot of ends, and then like do nothing with it. It's like, what do you that's been weighing heavy on my mind too, I'm not gonna lie, all week, because that show had so much potential to me, and because it was so like beautiful and like visually striking, that there was so much that could have been done there. General like way we talk about fashion and engage with fashion is just so fucking boring. And I've been saying this for months, and I've been writing about it for months, I've been making videos about it for months. But like, in all seriousness, what are we doing if not having fun? And we've been talking about whimsy maxing and all that shit, but like, where is the whimsy amongst the creatives? Can I can I be the first to say that? Can I be the first to say that? I know, I understand the average person wants to whimsy max. The average person that works a 9 to 5 wants to romanticize their life and all those things. But those of us that like it's our job, where's your whimsy? I feel like I feel like design has gotten so fucking corporate coded in ways I can't even articulate. Actually, I don't have the language to articulate. I have so many more thoughts on this, but there's like the actual write up where these thoughts make full sense, is linked for the Substack. It's linked on the Substack down below, if you want to read it. If you kind of want this in bite-sized pieces, that's on Reels and TikTok. Those things have been so top of mind. Love Island has consumed me because I really needed to catch up. My brain is always in design mode. My brain is always in artist mode because I can afford to be now. And I am approaching everything through this lens, and it's making my life so annoying. And so there's going to be a lot more of these, I imagine. Guys, I really love sitting in the lemon garden with you guys. I really loved making this body of work and doing all this, even if nobody is seeing it. Like I'm genuinely having so much fun doing this. And if you want to join us in the lemon garden, we're all over the place. We are on TikTok, we're on Reels, we're on Substack, we're here. You can hang out with me all the time. I am very available. Okay, hang out with us. Drink the juice. It's good. Like I'm not Jim Jones. You know what I mean? It's good. But anyway, I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.